Unproven Viltrumite suit. The Unproven Viltrumite suit is the Empire's clearest visual marker of a warrior who has not yet earned full standing. Young fighters wear a stripped-down version of the familiar uniform, and the missing waistcloth matters more than it first appears. In Viltrumite culture, clothing is never just decoration. It signals where someone stands in a brutal society that values strength, conquest, and survival above everything else. This early suit tells the viewer that the wearer has potential, but not authority, discipline, or proven status. They are still being tested by a civilization that respects results, not promises. That incomplete design quietly communicates vulnerability, expectation, and pressure all at once. Before a Viltrumite can represent the Empire with pride, they must survive, dominate, and prove they deserve to wear the complete symbol of belonging. Rank still has to be won. Standard Viltrumite suit. The standard Viltrumite suit is the Empire's most recognizable uniform and the clearest symbol of its military machine. Worn by mature warriors like Nolan and countless other soldiers, the white and gray design projects strict order, discipline, and cold efficiency. Its simplicity is exactly the point. There are no unnecessary flourishes, no loud decorations, and no obvious signals of special privilege. This is the uniform of the core army. The conquerors sent to enforce Viltrumite rule, crush resistance, and bring entire worlds under imperial control. Because the design is so controlled and uniform, it emphasizes collective purpose over individuality. A Viltrumite wearing this suit is not being presented as unique or exceptional, but as a fully accepted part of a larger, ruthless system. The suit does not celebrate personal glory. It declares total loyalty to the Empire and its mission. Prison suit. The prison variation of the Viltrumite suit represents one of the harshest visual downgrades in their culture. Unlike the standard combat uniform, this version strips away the sense of command, status, and personal agency that defines most Viltrumite designs. It is not built to honor the wearer, but to show that they have been restrained, captured, or reduced to a powerless condition. In a society built on domination, physical freedom is directly tied to worth, so losing that freedom carries deep humiliation. The suit communicates that the individual is no longer acting as an instrument of the Empire's will, nor as a self-determined force of strength. Even without elaborate changes, the presentation makes the loss of control feel immediate and severe. More than a practical restraint uniform, it becomes a statement that the wearer has fallen to the lowest position a Viltrumite can endure. High-rank suit. The high-rank Viltrumite suit builds on the standard design, but introduces subtle upgrades that signal greater authority. Additional rings around the arms and refined visual details distinguish these warriors from ordinary soldiers without abandoning the Empire's strict aesthetic that matters. Viltrumite hierarchy favors subtle signals over flashy decoration. These are figures trusted to lead missions, command others, and carry more responsibility within the imperial structure. Yet the base suit remains fundamentally the same, which reveals an important truth about their status. They hold influence, but they are still operating inside the system rather than above it. The design suggests elevated rank, without full separation from the military order that produced them. In that way, the suit communicates both prestige and limitation, respected leadership, but still beneath the Empire's highest powers. Council and Elder robes mark a major visual shift in Viltrumite hierarchy, separating political authority from battlefield identity. Figures such as Thadeus wear layered robe-like garments instead of the tighter combat suits associated with soldiers, and that change signals a different kind of power. These outfits are more ceremonial, intricate, and far more deliberate in how they present status. They imply experience, wisdom, and influence rather than raw physical enforcement. In visual storytelling terms, the robes tell us these characters are not merely warriors who win through strength. They are decision makers who shape policy, direct the Empire's future, and stand above the military chain. By abandoning the combat silhouette, the design creates distance between rulers and fighters. The result frames these elders as architects of authority, not just participants in conquest or war. The Regent level suit is one of the most important visual markers in the Viltrumite hierarchy because it represents status tied to office rather than identity. When Thragg first wears it beside Emperor Argall, the design immediately separates him from every other Viltrumite. It looks more refined, more authoritative, and more exclusive than the standard military uniforms. signaling that he occupies a position near the very top of imperial power. What makes the suit significant is that it later appears on Conquest after the Empire's structure changes. That detail proves the costume is not meant to belong to one legendary figure, it belongs to a rank. The suit functions as a visual badge of Regent authority passed to whoever reaches that level of importance. Its recurring use makes Viltrumite rank progression feel tangible, formal, and deeply embedded in the Empire's design language. Grand Regent suit represents Thragg's evolution from a lead authority figure to the ruler of the Viltrum Empire. At first glance, the costume closely resembles the Emperor's own design. For good reason. The similarities broadcast overwhelming dominance, legitimacy, and command, making it clear that Thragg now stands above every soldier, officer, and elite warrior beneath him. But the suit is not identical, and that distinction matters. The logo color creates a crucial visual boundary between Grand Regent and true Emperor, reminding the audience that even near total control is not the same as ultimate sovereign identity. This is costume storytelling because the hierarchy is built directly into the design rather than explained through dialogue. The suit shows that Thragg rules the Empire's force and structure with unquestioned authority, while still remaining symbolically just short of imperial royalty. Royal Guard suit. These bold red combat uniforms, seen protecting Emperor Argall and later Thragg, are designed to stand out immediately from the Empire's white and gray palette. Their purpose is not to show a normal ladder of promotion, but to identify warriors entrusted with the defense of the highest authority in Viltrumite society. Emperor suit. The Emperor suit sits at the very top of Viltrumite visual hierarchy, and it feels that way on sight. Argall's version keeps the Empire's familiar structure, but elevates it with bright red and white authority, a regal cloak, gray hanging pants, and the Viltrum symbol presented as a statement of unquestioned rule. What makes this design special is not just luxury, but legitimacy. Ordinary soldiers wear the Empire. He embodies it. His suit tells you that conquest, law, and destiny all collapse into one figure, whose word ends every argument in the room. The colors shift from common white and gray into crimson. Backed royalty makes the hierarchy impossible to miss. This is not simply a stronger warrior's uniform. It is the look of the original throne, the source of Viltrumite order, and power dressed as certainty itself.
If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button and subscribe for more Invincible content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.